welcome to the Knit Tea Retreat.
It's Stratford.
Stratford 2019. We're going to be in there. It's the Alveston Manor. It's lush and it's
beautiful.
Gorgeous weather.
It's beautiful.
Proper lovely.
And Shakespeare's over there and everything.
Yeah, we've got a statue of Bill.
Yeah.
So it's the Friday late afternoon and we've got just the Friday event. It's another sit and knit but with nibbles and cake and things like that.
Always cake.
So we're going to head in and get set up and then knit ostentatiously in the lobby so everyone can find us. But yeah, prep has felt a bit weird for this one because there's no workshops. We kept panicking that we'd forgotten to do a lot of things, but it's just because there's less.
And also because we've done it before.
Yes.
We've got templates and we've got
processes.
We've done it before, so it's always quicker the next time, isn't it?
But, it's going to be good. And look, she's got her party lipstick on. I've got my party shoes on, but you can't see them, but they're gold. Yeah, and it's going to be really good. So I think we should probably head in
with the cake.
And when we were driving in, there was a sign on the car park that said no deliveries. And I said to Jenny, oh, and Jenny said, no, it's okay. We're an event. And you're not wrong.
All on our own.
All on our own, just the two of us. Yeah. Right, let's get the cake and head in.
Hurrah.
So this is our Friday night room. And we've got windows onto the garden. We've got Jenny Powell. How fancy is this? Our own little room. And I think they're going to put us food on the back table when we get there. And through there is the rest of the dining room. And yeah, we're so lucky with the weather. Absolutely stunning. I thought I'd give you a little walkthrough from our Friday night room all the way back to the desk because I'm on a mission to buy Jenny a white wine spritzer. And it really is an absolutely beautiful hotel. And now that the weather has cooled down a fraction, it's a beautiful evening. And everywhere you turn there's little nooks with sofas and armchairs. And there's a stunning garden as well. And the room we're in tomorrow has French doors that open out onto the garden. I did record this previously, or at least I thought I did, but I'd actually forgotten to press the start button, so I felt like a complete prat. So this is take 2. So that's the room that we're going to be in tomorrow, the cedar room. You've got stained glass, look. And that's the staircase to some of the rooms. And this is just another little area where you can sit and have a cup of tea. And they've got beautiful panelling on the walls. And great big squishy sofas. Look at that fireplace. And lovely tiles. I've spotted some knitters that don't want to be in my podcast, but they're heading to the bar, so I'm going to chase them down. And then this is another little lounge area. And look at the windows, aren't they beautiful? Proper wing-back armchairs and more panelling. And they like this fireplace over the winter, and you can sit on that little cushioned bench around the side. And it's lovely. And there you have it. More knitters buying wine. There we go. Everybody wave! I'll put music over it, it's fine. Good morning, my lovelies. It's Saturday. It's about 6:15 in the morning. I'm just outside on Mum's balcony having a cheeky cup of tea. I've made some sandwiches, and when it gets to 6:30 I'm going to go and wake Jenny up. She's in that room just over there, so she might hear me and wake up. And can you hear the birds? Oh, it's beautiful. My parents live in Stratford on Avon, which is the same place as the retreat is being held, so we're staying with them, which is very kind of them to offer us that. And she has a beautiful garden. Look at all the clematis. So a peaceful start. I've got to iron my trousers and my top. We've got to load the car and then head back to the Alveston Manor for day one. We had a lovely evening yesterday. It was really nice. Not everybody came to the evening, so there'll be some more new faces today. But the weather's going to be gorgeous and it's going to be a really, really, really good day. Right, we are set up and ready to go. So I thought I'd give you the before shot. Mr. Pins, wave. It's absolutely lovely that we're at an event where Dave is known as Zoe's husband, because I spend my life being called Dave's wife. And look, we've got our bunting up. And we've got our admin table. Wave! Super early keen knitters. Lots of people are staying in the hotel. So they were wandering past going, ooh! And yet again, Olwyn Davis Table Centerpieces Limited has knocked it out of the park. Look at these. I've no idea what sort of flowers they are. What are these little ones, Mum? Verbena and the trumpets? Petunias. And look, with fancy string and everything. Thanks, Mum. And it's going to be an absolute scorcher, so we've got all the doors and windows open. And we've got the cake set up. We might have over-catered for cake because there might be more cake under the tables. And I had a nice word with the hotel and I said, could I please have some cake knives? And they have one cake knife in the whole building and that's it. So I think it's a fight to the death for the cake knife. But other than that, we are set up and ready to go with nearly an hour to spare. Right, so I'm sitting and knitting with Jenny.
Actually knitting.
Which is very unusual for us, because we don't normally get the chance.
Yeah.
What are you knitting?
Knitting a dandelion cardigan, which you can't tell because this is a sleeve.
Yeah.
But it's JC Rennie Super Soft Full Ply and it's gorgeous.
And you bought it from Edinburgh?
I did.
Which from purchase...
In the last 3 minutes or so of the time we were at the show.
From purchase to cast on in record time, I'd say.
Well, yeah. It hasn't been allowed to mature very much.
No, I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's an everyday cardigan rather than just a special event.
And you're keeping it in your Elder Craft bag.
Yes.
By the lovely Emma. And a little further down the table.
Hiya.
Look who I found! It's the yarn ambassador!
I'm knitting.
And what are you knitting?
I'm knitting the shift cowl.
Andrea
Maori.
And what's your yarns?
Surprise yarn. Not very short, but it's Silk and Wensleydale, hand spun.
Lovely.
And this is a mystery yarn from America, from a fibre share I did.
Excellent.
From a farm. It's definitely some kind of a farm.
Definitely farm yarn. And let's have a look at your things. Oh, nice.
It could just be a pair of knickers. So far it might just...
Yeah, knitted thongs. Why wouldn't you?
Lovely.
Excellent. And then we've got Louise. Show us what you've got. Oh, crochet shawl. Lovely. That's going to be huge when you've blocked it. Really nice. And you've got some of... Oh, there's some of Jenny's yarn just down there, because everyone's bought like 6 projects. Yeah, we're worrying that we're not going to have enough knitting. Oh, I'm trying to do this smoothly. And we've got Ruth. What are you knitting? I feel like Cilla Black. What's your name and where'd you come from?
A made-up sock out of some
Made-up sock.
Canadian yarn.
Okay.
Serious Canadian yarn.
Everyone's knitting with mystery yarn. It's lovely though.
A bit like a mallard.
Is it still a 4-ply?
Yes, it's quite thick.
I was going to say, it's nice chubby 4-ply, that.
The first sock is over there somewhere. I'll retrieve it at some point.
And you're nearly done. I hope you've got another project.
A finished object this morning.
And then we've got Louisa. Hello, Louisa.
Hi.
What are you making? Am I allowed to show what you're making?
Yes, you are. Yeah.
Good.
So this is a test knit for Jessica, somebody.
Good. Nice plug.
Yes, it's a test knit. It's based on Lilo and Stitch, so it's called Ohana.
Oh,
It's
fab.
very exciting. In Loveliest Yarn Company yarns.
Oh, lovely Michelle of
Tits Out
Loveliest
Collective
Yarn.
Yarns.
Excellent. Oh, that's looking really good. So we're waiting for the arrival of my husband,
With bated breath,
Mr. Pins,
eagerly anticipated.
because Spot Mr. Pins is the final square on many people's knitting bingo cards. And he's late. And any minute now he's going to come through that door and Charlie is going to absolutely explode out of her chair, shriek house and claim a prize. But yeah, he's a bit behind schedule, but nobody will ever have been this pleased to see him. Not even Jim the dog, I think, will be as pleased to see him.
We debated whether we should warn him, didn't we?
Yeah, no, I think we go for the element of surprise.
When you have 10 women leave. So before the hordes descend, that was Ruth's crotch, by the way, and this is our bring and take table. So for anyone that's not familiar, people that come to the retreat go through their stash and they pick out any sorts of crafty bits and pieces that they no longer fancy or they're just not going to get around to using, and they bring them with them. And we pile everything up on this table. Everybody gets a raffle ticket and you take it out in turns to come up and choose what you'd like. And yet again, people have been hugely generous. Look, we've got Zauber balls. We've got beautiful minis, super sparkly. We've got lace. What else have we got? Ooh, we've got West Yorkshire Spinners Fleece Wensleydale. Sparkle Duck, who sadly is no longer with us. We've got Hey Jay. We've got Truly Hooked. Paper Stories I've not heard of. Dusty Dimples. Proper German sock yarn. And then sort of packs. Ooh, Drops Alaska, that would be good for mittens and things like that. Got some lovely Sublime Merino. Some cotton yarn, some lovely books. So I think everyone's had a pretty good rummage. And in a minute, when everyone's back after lunch, we'll take it in turns to have a go. Okay, so we are down in Bancroft Gardens at the Canal Basin. Here's all my lovely knitters. And there's the Countess of Evesham and Jenny's enormous head. I'm out of the way.
So that's our dinner barge. And if I can pan back round without making anybody feel unwell. There's Jeanette and Charlie looking very serious. Oh, lovely Emma. Mr. Pins. And look who we bought. Jim the dog. Hey Jim. Jim is very happy. And so that's the Royal Shakespeare Theatre at the back. And then there's Stratford Town Centre
as it is. So we are getting ready to board the Countess of Evesham. Okay, early morning of day 2, and we have been rearranging the room ready for this afternoon's marketplace. And this is where we've got to. Haven't quite finished yet, but we've still got our sit and knit area over there. And then we've got Suffolk Socks setting up at the back. Give me a wave, Suffolk Socks. Hello, and lovely Emma, retreater / glamorous stand assistant. Love the culottes, by the way, those are fabulous.
They're very comfy.
And I'll do a proper sweep round of all the stands so you can see, but there's just a little teaser of Suffolk Socks. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. And there is the owl itself, diligently arranging, God love her. Yeah, feathering its nest. And there's Cartrev. I left my sign back at Mum's house, but Dave's going to bring it down in a minute when he comes for a coffee. We've got Jenny's lovely scarf look and hat with the pom. Yeah. So we've got about half an hour till all the rest of the attendees turn up. Oh, last day of the retreat. Okay, most of the stands are set up, so I thought I'd give you a quick look before all the people dash in and rearrange everything. So this is Aisha of Dusty Dimples, and she has bought some absolutely beautiful yarns with her. And look at the logo, isn't that pretty? So it's a lovely mixture of pastels and then some brights. And this stand belongs to Anna, and this is Stitch Solihull, which is a Midlands local yarn store up in Solihull. And has some fun coasters and mugs. We've got Zauber balls, some really fun notelets. Ooh, sparkly lang yarns. Higher notions, little stitch markers. This is our Cartrev stand. Finally got it finished and set up. And I remembered to bring my little tension square so people can have a cheeky knit. And I've got the other tension squares there. And Jenny did this nice crochet one. And look at that beautiful shawl, finished item. The lady that did that has come to the retreat and very kindly let me hang it up there for the marketplace. That is the Owl About Yarn stand. Look at the fabulousness. So this is Jenny's new tweedy base. That sold really well at Wonderwall. And some sparkles down the bottom. These are her luxury base. And this has got yak and silk in it. Loads of 4-ply. And then this side we've got some DK. And fibre to spin. And a lovely selection of bags. And then these are some mini sets, and this is the yarn that we put in the goodie bags for our attendees. And with one of those you can knit up this beautiful sock pattern, the name of which I can't remember, but I'll put it on the screen, and soon this will be up on Ravelry to buy, but that's the free pattern that went in the retreat brochure for all the attendees. And then this lovely stand is Julie's stand. Julie is Suffolk Socks, and she is also the dyer behind the Yarn Tart. And she has bought some of her lovely patterns and samples, and she's also got the most beautiful handmade bags. Look, felt bags with hand embellishment, and a little applique house. And her daughter is an illustrator, and she's brought some of these prints. Some more beautiful project bags. And then this is some of her hand-dyed yarn. She does also have lots of sock patterns, and so she's knit up some of her socks and her yarn. So if anyone's interested, follow the links below. And she's got more bags over there on the windowsill. Right, so this is the Lay family yarns, and that is Kelly and Mr. Kelly, who probably has a name but I've forgotten. Nick, excellent. And just look how much yarn she's managed to cram onto this table. Beautiful sock sets. Oh, mini skeins. Look at the colours in those. Absolutely stunning. She does such beautiful subtle colours. And somewhere, where's the one you dyed up? This is the one. She very cleverly dyed up this colourway, and it's called Friends Who Knit Together, and she dyed this up especially for the retreat. I'm not sure how much she's got or if it will go into regular rotation, but she's got some on 4-ply and also some in floof. There we are, look. Oh, it's Suri alpaca and silk. That is beautiful. Mini skein sets. Now that was what I was going to buy until I knew about the retreat yarn, and now I might have to buy both. But I need some for blankets. And a lovely minty colour. Oh, what's that one? Enchanted Wood. Lovely. And then this is Flourish Fibres. Now Fee came on our retreat, so it's lovely to have people here. And she does natural dyeing as well as acid dyes. So you get the most beautiful colours. Oh gosh, what's that dyed with? Peach Perfect. Naturally dyed Thrive. And these beautiful twigs that she's knitted little leaves for. Can you see? How fun are they? Oh, and she's got some kid mohair and silk. Some lovely wildflowers to go with it as well. And then our final vendor is the fabulous Jo Knit Sew. So she's got a grid wall of gorgeousness over here, which, given that she only returned from a family camping holiday 24 hours ago, is quite an achievement. It's really nice to see some solids actually. If you want to pair speckly tonal yarns for a shawl or socks, those would be a really good buy. Plenty of sparkle. She also sews, as I mentioned in our posts before. So she's got these beautiful bags and big girl pants. These are fantastic, just the funkiest prints. And I've heard from customers' very mouths that they are the most comfortable pants in the world. So if you're in need of some fun pants and you think grown-ups never get the good underwear, do go and find Jo. So as I mentioned, I will leave links to everybody's websites or Etsy shops down below. And I think that's a pretty good marketplace. And all our retreat attendees are busting to dive in and buy something. And it will be open to the public as well. And we've still got our attendees here. I'm making them all eat a bit more cake. Finished?
We did our second retreat.
Our second retreat, our first in Stratford, and we're just having a quiet 5 minutes under a tree.
In the nice fresh air, cool air, breeze.
All the attendees have gone, all the vendors have gone, the party bus is packed to the gunnels with leftover cake. We might have overcaked.
Slightly.
We sent a lot of people home with cake.
Would you like a cake?
Would you like? We've probably still got some. And I think we can say it was a success.
Yes.
Everybody said such complimentary things, and what stuck
Everybody
out,
was just happy.
yeah, that's what stuck out for me. Is it almost wasn't about knitting, in a way. It was people finding their people and making friends. And we had people come by themselves who were worried, who left with 10 new friends, and yeah, it was really good. And people gave us presents.
Oh, I know. You're naughty.
And I said,
naughty. We love you.
You do know that
you are naughty. Yeah.
You paid us to come here. That's not usually how this works.
Maybe I'll try it in Tesco.
Maybe
I'll
you
take
should.
a jar of jam next time.
Yeah. But yes, thank you to everyone who gave us treats.
Nice lady.
We had bags and cards and biscuits, and just it was lovely. So
and
thank
a
you.
special insulated lunchbox for our G&T.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lay-by picnic gin receptacle.
Not lay-by picnic. That's irresponsible.
Well, not if I'm in the passenger seat. It's not. Anyway.
That's not fair. No.
Presents.
Post setup G&T.
Post setup gin and tonic. So yes, lots of people were hoping to come back next time. We are making next year's summer retreat a little different.
Squidgy bit.
Squidgy bit. But we're not going to tell you about that yet.
Nope.
And now it's
I's to dot and T's to cross.
I have a big list with after written at the top.
There was only so much we could process, and so anytime either of us thought of anything that needed doing that wasn't for the retreat right now, it just went on the massive after list.
Yeah.
So yeah,
There's quite a lot. I filled an A5 page in my notebook with double columns, some of which had amendments and additions. So that's what we're doing next week, I think.
Oh dear, she doesn't like me to sit still.
No, she causes trouble when she's bored.
I cause trouble. Leave you alone for 2 minutes.
So yes, a quiet 5 minutes, and then we're going to go and say thank you to the hotel staff. And our official
special recommendation
person from the hotel was lovely Martin, who I don't suppose for a minute will ever see this, but Martin was amazing.
If any of you know Martin, who works at the Alveston Manor, then tell him he's chuffing fab.
Total legend.
Yeah.
And when we email the hotel next week to say thank you,
we will tell them.
Special mention in dispatches for Martin.
Definitely.
Sterling services to beverages.
A special request for next time.
Yeah. So yes, cheeky 5 minutes, and then back to Cardiff, and then back to Barry Island, and then tomorrow's Monday.
yeah, back to reality with a thud.
Yeah, our woolly world is over for another few months, not long till October.
If any of you have exam mojo to send to my son,
Or my son, double it.
in fact, well, my younger son's got them as well, but my older son's got A-levels, which is the ones you take before you leave school. So, yeah,
Mojo is
mojo.
needed. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching along with the vlog. I can't remember what I've recorded. Hopefully there's something.
I can just remember Charlie going, house!
Yes, she's always good value. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up, and we will see you soon, but not too soon because we're really, really tired now.
I'm going to nag her to record a proper podcast.
Can I have a week off?
Maybe. You can think about your next podcast.
I'll do show notes. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's good night from her.
It's good night from me.
I'll see you soon. Bye.